Speaking of tournaments, let's look at this round here. So the game starts out d4, e5. So this is just a cheap shot. This is the Englund Gambit, and it's become unbelievably popular as of late, which is kind of interesting. I don't exactly know why. Maybe Gotham Chess's video on it recently made it popular. And I noticed that even people like Chess Bra, that guy, he even plays this and gets away with it. But not gonna work against me. I've been around the block. I've seen this one. Anybody play the Englund? Now that I've I've crapped all over it and said how bad it is. Anyone wanna like make a case for it? I think I probably did that in the wrong order. I should have asked first and then bashed it. Okay, so this is basically like Scholar's Mate, if you know what Scholar's Mate is. So like it's kind of like when you go for this stuff, threatening here, and then you put in some pressure on f7, and then if they go here, you do this little cheapo, right? Well, this is like 1800 level Scholar's Mate basically. It's full of a little like tricks and traps and everything, but through memorization and just understanding of how threats work, we can navigate through it just fine. So I take this pawn right here. I think now I'm at like plus 1.25, and then he goes knight right here, and I went bishop to f4, which I learned is a slight inaccuracy due to right here, but that's just kind of technical, so I won't get into it too much. He goes queen right here, and now he's attacking e5 again. I defend it, and then he plays this move. Oh my goodness, we got 3 different things attacked. We only got one move to try to save it. I'm going to turn down my volume, by the way. Turn up your volume on your end, by the way, but it makes the sound quality better if I turn it down a little bit. Otherwise, it kind of peaks. But yeah, so that's what's happening. I got 3 things attacked. What on earth do I do? All right, well, bishop d2 seems like a good start. But now after here, what do I do next? And I should forewarn you that this is a common point at which players make mistake, which adds to the appeal to those who wish to play e5. 1 vote for knight c3. We got bishop c3. Knight c3 is the move. Bishop c3 is a very common trap. I myself made this mistake a week prior to this game, actually, and I made this move in like a 10-minute game and had a miraculous comeback somehow. I did win it, but technically I'm completely lost after here. This is how this works. When the pin is set up like this, now if you take like this, okay, then you lose the rook, right? So simple as that. You just can't really do a whole lot about it. You can't take the queen, and so you're doomed. You're doomed. There's another line here though, queen to d2, and so this one gets a little bit fancier because you think, okay, bishop takes, queen takes, yay, I've saved the day. My rook is defended. I've crushed him. Game over. Nope. It's like you're checkmated. So that's why people like to do it, just because these little cheapos. Well, I know a thing or two about the Englund, so the Englund Gambit. So I go here, and then he launches one more with this move. And so where is my audio configured? Okay, I have this little dial next to me, and like 60% seems to be the sweet spot. So it comes out softer on your guys' end, but I promise you, if you turn your volume up loud enough, it should work. Okay, so the knight's attacking right here, so I just defend it like this, 2 and 2. Awesome, good to hear, good to hear. I'm super into high quality audio, so I don't know, it's an interest of mine. All right, and so now his attack is dead. The cheapos are done. He tried his best. Best is not going to work. Now it's my turn to attack, and I make no less than 5 threats back to back to back. Here, there, rook here. I'm kicking away the queen some more. Pawn a3. Knight comes on over this way. Knight to e4, attacking the queen, and I say, scram, get out of here. So I've attacked him 5 times. Each of those times, he's done the runaway approach, right? For defending against threats, here are the 5 different ways you can do so. It's A, B, C, D, and I. What do you guys think those stand for? When you're being threatened, there's 5 different things you can do about it. Actually, I'm just going to jump in and answer for you guys because I want to make sure we have time for the puzzles. I think that's really going to be the meat and potatoes of it. You guys are really going to like it. All right, so run away, block, capture, defend, and ignore. There's one additional letter to this, but it's way more abstract and it's confusing, so I won't bring that one up, but it's prevent. It's just confusing, so I just stick to these 5 first. So in the last 4 moves, I've made a threat against my opponent, and how you can think of threats is if they do nothing, then bad stuff. Pressure is like if nothing, then nothing. That's how a threat works. So they've done A for run away each time, but then now they do this one. They do ignore, which usually refers to a counterattack. All right, so they go like this. I go pawn c4, and then they go here. Queen takes e5, ignoring the threat on the knight and attacking this knight over here. Okay, so then what do you think I should do? And I am delighted to say that I found a novelty in 2 turns from now, which I don't think in my chess playing career I've ever done before. What do you do here? And like I said, I'm trying to go through this one fast because these someone's puzzles workbooks are going to be really great. I think you guys are really going to get a kick out of this. We have 1 vote for knight to f3, 3 votes for knight to f3, 1 for bishop c3. Let's see here. Knight to f3. This seems a little bit wrong to me. I'm not quite sure why. Bishop c3 I don't like because you can you're going to give up the bishop for the knight there. I wonder if this works. Was this also a move? Knight to f3. So now well, hold on. Then takes, and you can't go here now. Then you take, and then here you're down a pawn. In the ballpark, but incorrect. Anyone else? I take, he goes here, and then check this out. Opening's database says that in this position, no one has ever played the move rook to e3, which means that I have found a novelty. So this is like something that usually just like super GMs do, and I went like, why hasn't like a really strong play? I mean, I'm pretty good. Why has no one ever played this? It's because the London is trash, and no one tries like this kind of trash against super GMs. Otherwise, this would have already been found. But check this out. I'm super proud of this. The best move in this position is rook e3, and I found it, and it's never been played before. Have I crapped on the Englund Gambit enough? Don't play the Englund Gambit. But see, no one's ever played this here, so I found a novelty. So very very excited about that. As of yet, I don't think I've ever had a novelty before. So that was a special moment for me, and I was just elated at this point because now I've got 2 different discovered attacks, lined up here, and then I go on to win the game here using a really pretty final finish here. Even without the queen, this attack is still super strong, and now I'm threatening knight to f5. And I was just so happy. This was the funnest game of the whole tournament for me because my opponent is just completely stuck. I mean, chess is a really aesthetically beautiful game at times, and this is certainly one of those times. Like, my pieces are just so much better coordinated than my opponent that it's just a total knockout right now. He goes with this move. If he had gone here, I was going to go up like this and then go here and take this guy out. He can't go with something like here because then it's mate in 1, and so it's just a dead loss. So now I go on to, I'm just like at a huge advantage, and my opponent does not resign. He later claimed that he has never hit the resign button, which is an interesting philosophy in this game. It did not work out for him, and I got checkmate later on. So it was like this was the finish, and then here, game over. That is how I won my game there in the last round. What do you guys think? Is that a good one? Again, the theme there of that one was threats. If you learn nothing else from today, try to remember that one. A, B, C, D, and I.